Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Paul Heyman has pledged his allegiance to Roman Reigns, but it looks like the fruitful partnership may come to an end soon. If a recent report is anything to go by, the Wiseman could be in cahoots with his potential new WWE client. The 59-year-old WWE Hall of Famer returned to SmackDown during the build-up to Survivor Series, War Games, and helped OG Bloodline find their fifth member in CM Punk. Heyman convinced Roman and Punk to put their differences aside and led them to victory against Solo Sikoa's Bloodline in a War Games match. Since then, the special counsel has remained absent from television. Many fans thought Paul Heyman would betray Roman Reigns and side with CM Punk since he owed the straight-edge superstar a favor for helping OG Bloodline. But that's a conversation for another day, as Punk has yet to disclose the terms of his favor and when he's going to call in. Interestingly, Zero News recently shared a cryptic photo of Paul Heyman with The Rock from WrestleMania 40, hinting at a potential alliance between the two veterans. As per the reports, the final boss will make his return on Monday Night Raw's Netflix debut to plant seeds for his WrestleMania 41 match with undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns reacts to Paul Heyman's decisions since his WWE return. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Roman Reigns admitted that Paul Heyman has been acting shady lately since he hasn't returned his phone calls. Paul's been incredibly shady if you ask me. People ask, I've seen some of the speculation of, well, you didn't answer his phone calls, and all this and that. But at the end of the day, when I take my leave, there's no question of what I'm doing. I'm recessing back to family, to change the hat, to put on that fatherhood hat, to refocus. That way I can come in and come back and dominate, and run the show, and represent my family at the highest capacity at the highest standard possible. Roman Reigns is expected to make an appearance during Raw's premiere on Netflix. Rumor has it that he would wrestle on the show. This will mark his first match on WWE's flagship show in over 3 years. The world of WWE was abuzz with speculation after reports surfaced that Paul Heyman, the iconic advocate and mastermind behind many legendary careers, was on the brink of unveiling his next client. Known for his unparalleled ability to elevate superstars, Heyman's past associations with names like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk have left an indelible mark on wrestling history. Fans and insiders alike were eager to uncover the identity of a superstar who would benefit from Heyman's genius. The build-up. The rumors began swirling during the latest episode of WWE SmackDown, where Heyman was seen engaging in a heated backstage conversation with Adam Pearce. While the specifics of the discussion remained confidential, cameras caught Heyman uttering the words, "The bloodline needs evolution, and I have just the solution." This cryptic statement fueled speculation about his plans, especially as Roman Reigns' part-time schedule left the faction in a precarious position. Adding fuel to the fire, WWE's official social media accounts teased an announcement involving Heyman for the following Monday's episode of Raw. The teaser included a silhouette of a towering figure standing beside Heyman, leaving fans guessing. The internet exploded with theories, ranging from returning legends to up-and-coming NXT stars. The reveal. When Monday Night Raw arrived, the anticipation was palpable. The arena went dark, and Heyman's familiar voice echoed through the speakers. "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am here to introduce you to the future of this industry." The lights flashed back on, and standing next to Heyman was none other than Bron Breakker, the powerhouse from NXT and a former two-time NXT champion. Breakker, with his chiseled physique and intense demeanor, looked every bit the dominant force Heyman described. The crowd's reaction was a mix of shock and excitement. Breakker, who had been a cornerstone of NXT's resurgence, had been rumored to debut on the main roster for months. However, aligning him with Heyman took the anticipation to a whole new level. Heyman's vision. In the ring, Heyman began to weave his verbal magic, explaining why he had chosen Breakker as his next client. Bron Breakker is not just the next big thing. He is the thing. He's a generational talent, a freak of nature, and the man who will redefine dominance in WWE. Together, we will create a legacy that will make even the bloodline pale in comparison. Breakker, though still relatively new to the main roster, exuded confidence as he took the microphone. His words were concise but impactful. "With Paul Heyman in my corner, no one is safe. This is my era now." The locker room reacts. Backstage, the announcement sent shockwaves through the locker room. Stars like Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes were seen discussing the implications of Breaker's alliance with Heyman. One notable reaction came from Solo Sikoa, who had been a key member of the Bloodline. Sikoa appeared visibly annoyed, possibly viewing Breaker as a threat to his standing within the group. Meanwhile, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, still reeling from their battles with the Bloodline, joked about needing to form a strategy to deal with another Heyman-led monster. Potential feuds and storylines. The partnership opened up a plethora of storyline possibilities. Heyman hinted that Breaker's first target would be the Intercontinental Championship, currently held by Gunther. The clash of two dominant forces promised to be a spectacle, with Heyman declaring, "Gunther may think he's unstoppable, but he hasn't faced a Breaker backed by Heyman." Additionally, Breaker's association with Heyman put him on a collision course with Roman Reigns. Heyman's loyalty to Reigns had been unwavering, but introducing Breaker into the mix raised questions about whether Heyman was hedging his bets. Was this the beginning of the end for the Bloodline? Fans speculated about a potential power struggle, with Breaker eventually challenging Reigns for his spot as the top dog in WWE. The storyline practically wrote itself. A young lion looking to dethrone the tribal chief under the guidance of the very man who helped build Reigns' empire. Reactions from fans and experts. The WWE Universe was divided in its reaction. On social media, some praised Heyman's decision, calling Breaker the perfect choice to carry WWE into the future. Others were skeptical, questioning whether Breaker was ready for such a significant push. Industry experts weighed in as well. Renowned wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer remarked, "Ron Breaker aligning with Paul Heyman is a brilliant move. Heyman has a track record of taking talent to the next level, and Breaker has all the tools to succeed. This could be the start of something special." Conversely, others, like Wade Keller, expressed caution. "It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario. Breaker has the potential, but the main roster is a different beast." Aligning him with Heyman raises expectations significantly. A new era begins. As the weeks progressed, Breaker, under Heyman's guidance, began to dominate the roster. His first major victory came against Sheamus in a brutal, hard-hitting match on SmackDown. Heyman's influence was evident as Breaker displayed a more calculated and ruthless approach, a stark contrast to his raw, explosive style in NXT. The partnership also allowed Heyman to play his mind games. He orchestrated ambushes, manipulated match stipulations, and used his connections to ensure Breaker always had the upper hand. Clashing with the Bloodline. The tension with the Bloodline finally came to a head during an episode of SmackDown when Breaker interrupted a Roman Reigns promo. Standing face-to-face with the tribal chief, Breaker showed no signs of intimidation. "You may be the tribal chief, but with Heyman by my side, your days at the top are numbered," Breaker declared. Reigns smirked but didn't respond, leaving fans speculating about the eventual showdown between the two. Conclusion. Paul Heyman's decision to align with Bron Breakker marked the beginning of a new chapter in WWE. With Heyman's unmatched expertise and Breakker's immense potential, the duo seemed destined for greatness. However, their journey was fraught with challenges, from internal conflicts with the Bloodline to external threats from established stars. For WWE fans, one thing was certain. The combination of Paul Heyman and Bron Breakker promised to deliver unforgettable moments and redefine the landscape of professional wrestling.